Now, time for Fox Carolina weather. Weather Rate certified most accurate local forecast.
Well, we are heading into a brand new week, and while the weather was a little bit finicky, if you could say that, over this weekend, I want to check in with Ben again for a look at your forecast. So, Ben, it sounds like we're going to have to kind of bundle up tomorrow.
A bit, yeah, much like you probably would have had to today, except maybe a little more waterproof than what we had to on this Sunday. 56, that was our high temperature today, 25 degrees below where we were yesterday, so quite the shock to the system. And that wasn't just the case here in the upstate, it was also the case across most of the rest of the area, which was also experiencing some 50s. What's normal this time of year, 60s, 61 and 67s are normal for both the mountains and the upstate, and today we were a good 8 to 10 degrees below those marks after yesterday being about 10 to 15 degrees above those marks. So maybe some healthy medium would maybe do us some good. We'll get a little taste of that Tuesday, but that's really about it. We're going to be all over the place temperature-wise here in the 7-day forecast. Here's a look at the rest of the area's high temperatures. Mid-50s for the most part of the mountains. It's not too terribly warmer here in the upstate. Low upper 50s, low 60s, and that was about it. Luckily, the cloud cover keeps your temperature pretty stagnant. That's exactly what we have proof of on screen at the current time. Low 50s for the upstate, middle upper 40s for the mountains, and that's accompanied by some very light showers, and they're very spotty across the area. And as you can see, a little more rain farther east of 26. It's falling in the form of mist here in Greenville, so by no means is this aggressive rainfall. A little heavier as you head farther west toward Oconee, north into Macon County, North Carolina. And if we zoom out, we've got additional rain over parts of the south, but the main culprit of today's setup is today's cool, cloudy weather, the classic wedge. Our high pressure centered off New England, that's what's bringing that moisture in, gets so basically wedged up against the mountains and sinks, and that's why we have that low deck of clouds. We've also got some moisture moving in from the west. That'll be a little bit more in play for later tonight into tomorrow morning, which we'll track right now on Futurecast. So pretty much what you see is what you get the rest of the night, but early tomorrow morning, some bands of heavier, more organized rain move into the mountains. So morning commute going to be a bit dicey for the mountains. That's going to move into the upstate during the mid and late morning into the early afternoon. So morning commute might not be so bad in the upstate. Mountains, that's a different story, but it's more later in the morning into the early afternoon where we have more widespread steady to heavy rain for the upstate. But luckily that should move in and out pretty quickly. We'll be mostly dry by the afternoon with the exception of a stray leftover shower or two, and then we'll get a break in the action. So looking into Tuesday, we may even be lucky enough to get a little sunshine in the mix, but it's really later in the day where we have a better chance for another batch of scattered to widespread showers and perhaps a few bands of heavy rain, if not maybe a rumble of thunder or two. So that's in play for Tuesday evening, but both days not expecting washouts, as in raining all day, all the time. Scattered showers and a little cool tonight, a little cooler than last night. 47 your overnight low in the upstate. Mountains, it's 43 degrees for you. So looking at your Monday planner, a cool start, and that's likeliest when it's going to be rainy as well during the first half of the day, and just a slight chance of rain in the afternoon with highs in the mid-50s. Pretty similar forecast temperature-wise for both locations. So given that it's only going to rain for most of the morning, early afternoon, and not the rest of the day, we'll go ahead and rate it right in the middle at a 5 out of 10. Not a complete loss, but certainly by no means deserving of a passing grade. And here's a look at our temperature trend. So tomorrow, mid-50s, like I just said, but Tuesday, despite that rain late in the day, until that rain arrives, we're going to get some decent warming into the middle 60s. But after that rain moves past, that's going to put us in the warm sector of a warm front and getting us back near 80 by Wednesday and Thursday. So quite the temperature change over the next few days. So tomorrow is not going to be the rule the rest of the week. Far from it, in fact. Sunshine in 70s to near 80 Wednesday, Thursday. Middle 80s by Friday and Saturday before a slight chance of showers returns Sunday. And of course, a reminder, you can tune into The Morning News, 4:30 to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning with weather and traffic updates every 10 minutes. Shale?